Hey guys, it's Mandy. I just bought a $6,400 LV bag for around $1,000, and I'm not sure if I made a genius decision or a huge mistake. Stick around and find out. Hey guys, it's Mandy. Welcome to my channel, Just One More Bag 01, where luxury meets lifestyle. If you are obsessed with designer handbags, love luxury items, enjoy traveling, or just want to get a glimpse of my Yorkie Winston who has a fresh haircut, you are in the right place. Well guys, today I have an exciting topic to talk about. You probably saw I scored a bag that retailed for $6,400 for around $1,000. So let me unbox it and then I'll go through the details and you can let me know what you think. All right guys, I got this bag from The RealReal, so it just got shipped to my house. And I just opened the box, but I didn't look at it just to make it a little easier. So here we go. Has the RealReal dust bag. And I just want to give a shout out to Avery at the Soho store. Thank you so much for helping me get this. And let's open it up. I have it tied here. A little hard to open, sorry. I'm so excited to show you guys this. It is the Petite Malle, and it is so beautiful. Oh, look at that. Wow. It has really beautiful gold and silver hardware. It has the really nice little LV here on it. It is made out of black epi leather, and then it has the little white embossing on it. On the back, it has the gold trim here. It has the beautiful trunk pieces on the side in the black metal. And wow, this condition is amazing. When I looked at the condition online, it said no visible damage. So that made me a little nervous. You know, I'm like, can you really believe it? I tried to look at the images online, zoom in the best that I could, and I didn't really see anything crazy. Now, when I am looking at it here, looking at the gold strip on the back, it does look at maybe a little bit tarnished, but that's not something I really care about, honestly. Looking at the front here, I don't really see any scratches or any major damage on the hardware there, and it doesn't look tarnished like the back at all. Looking at the leather itself, it definitely is nice and clean. No issues there. So let's open it up, take a look inside. It does have the clasp here. You just open that. Okay. Sorry, I know that was out of screen. Pretty easy to open. All right, it has the nice black strap. Let's look on the inside. That was one thing I was concerned about. Has the RealReal tag inside. And the inside looks really nice. Wow. So looking inside, you see it is a really, sorry about that. It is a really nice light interior. And it doesn't look like there's any markings on it at all. So I think I scored pretty much the deal of the century, quite frankly. So let's talk a little bit about the deal. And then I'll put the strap on, do some mod shots, and we can talk about what fits in the bag. So this bag says that it originally retailed for $6,400, and it was listed on the website for $1,645. I'd been watching it for a little while, and I actually was getting a credit for $500 to use at the RealReal from when the husband and I purchased my Stephen Sprouse Speedy 30, because we spent a certain amount, and I apologize, I can't remember what it was, if it was like $2,500 or whatever amount If you spent that weekend, you would get a $500 credit to use the following month. And it was only for a certain weekend. And it was this past weekend. I was actually away in Spain for work, so I was so worried, like, oh my God, am I going to be able to use it and get something good? But I'd been eyeing this for quite some time. So again, it was listed for $16.45. The bag actually went on sale like a day before the sale credit I was going to be able to use it. It was a 10% discount, and then I had the $500 credit to apply. So the bag came to $980.50. They didn't charge me shipping. The tax was $89.79. So I got the bag for $1,070.29. And again, this bag retailed for $6,400. So let's talk a little bit about why this was such a good deal. Now, a couple things I noticed. This bag was actually listed on the site as monogram. As you see, that is incorrect. This is the epi leather. There is not any monogram on the bag. So I don't know if that played a part in it, if it was just simply a mislabeling, if they factored that into the price of the bag or not. Maybe they did. The other thing is that this bag is a little bit older. It said that this bag was from 2014. And for me, I didn't care about that. You know, for me, I had decided I wanted to add a Petite Malle to my collection a little while ago. I think I maybe mentioned it in a video recently that I was considering one, but I also did not want to spend a lot of money because of the size of this bag. And I wanted to add something to my collection that was more of a true evening bag, something I could take to weddings or like a black tie event. And I really wanted something that was kind of black, but not just black. So when I saw the beautiful white striping on the bag, that kind of fit in a little bit more to my aesthetics. I mean, you guys know that I love bright, bold color, but I really want to curate my collection and really be strategic about my purchases, try to fill gaps, and making sure that I'm really thinking about what I'm buying. And I felt that I didn't have a great evening bag. You know, this year I went to a funeral for one of my friends, and I didn't feel that I had a nice luxury bag that was appropriate for that. I ended up wearing a great Coach bag, which was beautiful, but I wanted something else. And when I saw this, I thought that it was perfect. Now, with that being said, I don't think that this is a bag designed for everyone. I think that truly most people probably want to have the LV logos on the bag, and that's what some people prefer and would maybe work better for them. So I think that's really why this was priced a little bit lower. But, you know, for me, I love it. I'm super excited. You know, I don't know if this is going to be a forever bag, but it's definitely good for a while bag. And the reason I say I don't know if it's going to be a forever bag is truly about the sizing of it. So while we're looking at the sizing, let's see what fits in the bag. I brought a couple things so that we could look at it and see. So the first thing I have here is just my pocket organizer. That fits in. And I do have my key holder. And I don't think that all of that's too much. That will not fit. So I wanted to see if really when I'm using this, my pocket organizer is going to be more for like an everyday type of bag. When I'm taking this bag, it's going to be minimal, truly. I'm going to have a card holder. I'm going to have a lippy. And I'm going to have my phone, which unfortunately I'm recording on, but I could definitely fit that in here. And that's really about it. You know, again, just kind of showing you these couple pieces in here just so you can see how it fits. That's really it, guys. You are going to have minimal items in here. And I'm really glad that the front hardware doesn't have scratching on it. You know, for the bag being so old, this must not have been used that much. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know exactly how I feel about this little piece hanging. You know, it does have keys on it here. I don't know if you can actually lock this. I'll have to look into that and let you guys know. But this may be something I consider taking off. You know, I do think it is a nice little accent piece, but I don't love it, if I'm being honest. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think I should remove this? It's okay. But let me put the straps on quick, and then I can do some mod shots and show you what it looks like, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, I put the strap on here, and I just wanted to show you, again, one thing I really liked about this is that the hardware is both silver and gold, and I do like to switch up my jewelry. I'm actually wearing silver and gold jewelry right now, and I thought by having the silver and gold, I could really make this work with anything I wore, so I was excited about that. The hardware on the side is silver. It does come with a thinner black leather strap. It has about 5 or 6 holes in it, so you can definitely wear this crossbody, and then I'm sure you can shorten it and definitely wear it shoulder. You know, sometimes I also do wear my bags as a long shoulder bag. That's not something that bothers me, so if that's something you like, you definitely could do that with this bag as well. But I feel the way that it fits on your body is just really nice. Again, I'm 5'2" for reference, and I like the positioning of this bag. It just works really great for me. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you like the Petite Malle in general? You know, this is a very structured bag. You know, this is wood, it's a box. You know, really after the trunk, Petite Malle, small trunk is really what this translates into. So you aren't going to have give. The space in here is the space in here, the end. You know, it definitely is more of a statement piece. I am just so excited to add this to my collection. I'm really going to try to hold out until Stephen Sprouse now and not buy any bags. I think truly the only bag from the LV store that I would want right now that I'm considering, I did see a nice slim trunk that is going to be being launched in the next month or so, but I don't know if I want to get that or not. I'm really trying to hold out to see if they have Stephen Sprouse to add that to my collection and, you know, really look at filling gaps, not kind of duplicate things. And, you know, this was a gap in my collection, so I am just so excited to add this to my collection. I want to hear what you guys think. Do you have a Petite Malle? Do you want a Petite Malle? What do you think of the Petite Malle? Do you like my Petite Malle? What do you think of the deal I got? Again, a $6,400 bag for just under $1,000 plus tax. Looking at this bag, I think it was a steal, and I feel so lucky and fortunate to have this bag added to my collection. You know, if you are interested in a Petite Malle, I would definitely consider looking at the Real. I've been looking for a couple months and I've seen a lot of great bags come through. You can always reach out to Avery at the Soho store. He'd be happy to help you and, you know, get something that works for you also. So let me know what you think, guys. I cannot wait to hear from you. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so to join our growing community of bag lovers. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so very much for being a part of this community. I appreciate every single one of you. And remember, guys, no matter what, there's always room for just one more bag. I'll see you soon. Bye.